Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Maurice. If you're new to this channel, if you just stumbled onto it, well, thank you for stopping by and welcome. I hope you stick around. I hope you like and subscribe and do the whole thing. And I also hope that you watch some of my other videos in this new series, this new beginning of this YouTube channel, where I'm going on this journey of what this channel banner actually says. If you look at my channel banner, it's faith, family, and photos. And we're going to get into all those things here on this channel. But right now, we are doing something that I did once before, but now this is kind of interesting because I've jumped into the Micro Four Thirds world, this beautiful family of Micro Four Thirds, this community that has really embraced me. If you really look at some of my previous videos, the comment section has been blowing up. Wonderful tips, advice, really like kind of testimonies of like their journey in Micro Four Thirds, and it's been awesome. One thing that I've been wanting to do is as I'm playing around with my new old Micro Four Thirds camera, my first in this Micro Four Thirds journey that I'm on. That's the Olympus EM5 Mark II. It's a camera from, I believe, 2014. And you would say, well, a camera from 2014, I mean, how good can that be when now we have cameras that do so much or whatever? But this is what we're going to do in this video. I don't want to keep you too long. We're going to compare the video quality of that OM camera, of that Olympus camera, with this right here. So what you're looking at right now in this view right here, this is actually my full frame camera. This is my Sony A7IV. This is supposed to be a lot of people say this is the perfect hybrid camera, full frame, you know, perfect amount of megapixels, amazing video, has all the logs and the codecs and all the bits that you could ever need. And yeah, so this is a A7IV 24 millimeter right now. I'm at f4, and this is right out of the camera. I'm not doing anything to any of these videos. And notice I said videos because as this is Sony right here, and now you're looking at me on another camera. This is another camera right now. You can see the difference in the colors and, you know, probably a little difference in the maybe the composition, because obviously I have to set these four cameras up separately. At the end of the video, please stick around because I'm going to show you this little rig that I have right now with these four cameras. It's kind of crazy. It's like this weird paparazzi view that I have. So anyway, this is camera 2 right here. This is camera number 2. You can see what it looks like. I'll switch back to camera number 1. Ready? And here we go. Camera number 1. So this is camera number 1. This is the Sony A7IV right here. And now we're going to switch to camera number 3. Are you ready? Here we go. This is camera number 3. Camera number 3 right now. What do you think of this? Looks pretty good, I think. So this is camera number 3, and I'm just hold on because I'm going to tell you what these cameras are, because there's 4. I'm going to tell you now. We're going to switch to camera number 4. Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Camera number 4 right over here. This is camera number 4. What do you think of this shot? What do you think of the colors? You know, I know YouTube compresses this a little bit, and I'm going to try to export this video at the highest bit that I can, and hopefully you'll be able to really see and analyze the difference. This is all 1080p. I'm going to export all of this at 1080p. So this is camera number 4. We're going to switch back to camera number 1. You ready? There it is, camera number 1. So what did you think? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all 4 on the screen, and then I'm going to reveal which one is which. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Here we are. All 4 cameras right there. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 very different cameras, but all 4 of them, I think, do pretty nice video. Pretty good video. I mean, I have a nice little softbox in front of me. I have some colored lights behind me to give me a little separation. We're not going to go into audio because I'm using the Rode Wireless Go 2 going into one of these cameras that has an audio input. So, but here we go. These are all 4 cameras. And now we're going to reveal what camera is which. Here we go. You ready? So right here, like I said in the beginning of the video, this is the A7IV full frame camera by Sony. I mean, it's kind of a gold standard right now. It's the great hybrid camera. Everybody loves this camera. It's a little pricey, but when you compare to other full frame cameras that can probably do a lot more, this is a pretty solid camera. But this is also the camera that I use for work mostly, mainly. And if you watch a couple videos back, I hope you go back and watch it. I'll link it. This is the camera that I've been saying is really not fun anymore. I don't feel it's fun. It's like using it feels like homework sometimes. The menus, all the settings, everything in this camera just feels very cold. But the video quality is great and the photo quality is great. And I use it for work every day. So I can't complain on that sense. But yeah, it's not fun. It's not really that much fun. This right here, camera number 2, this is my new old camera. This is the Olympus EM5 Mark II from 2014. This is right here, 16 amazing megapixels, shooting 1080p at 24 frames. This right now is using the little Lumix lens, a little 12 to 32 lens, and I'm at f4. Just so that 12 is very similar to the 24 of the full frame that we just showed you of the Sony. So this is right here at 12, which is kind of like 24 because you double everything because of the small sensor. But what do you think? My last video I shot on this, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the video. I really like the skin tones. I mean, I'm not doing anything to any of these shots. These are going to be right out of the camera, so you can see. And what do you think? This is the Olympus EM5 Mark II. Not bad as a little, little studio camera, I mean, for what I'm doing right now, this is more than enough. All right, we're going to switch to camera number 3. Are you ready? Wait, which one was camera number 3? Oh, this one right here. This is camera number 3. This right here, this is a camera that not many people even know about, and I talked about it in my last video. This is the Samsung NX Mini. That's right, Samsung, not a phone. This is a camera, Samsung NX Mini. It's 1080p as well, but this actually can only go up to 30 frames per second. It could do 60, but I have it set to 30, so it may look a little different than the other ones because the other ones are doing 24. But what do you think? This actually is not bad. This little lens, this is a 9mm lens, which I don't know with the crop factor, it might be double that. Maybe, I don't know exactly, or 2.5, I think, crop. But this is at f4 also, and I had to bump up the ISO a little bit on this. The Sony is at ISO 640. The Olympus is at ISO, I believe, 800, and this one's at ISO 1600. Because I think the lens is a little bit smaller, and because I'm at 60, the shutter speed is at 60 instead of 50, which with the shutter speed you double the frame rate. So this is 30 frames, so I had to do 60. But I mean, I do notice that this will hunt a little bit. But I did find out that this right here, the Sony NX Mini, you can set the autofocus to manual, and then it actually gives you a way to kind of control the focus. So if I'm going to use this camera just like this, I can literally tap the screen because the screen is right above. It flips up the screen, and I can kind of like adjust the focus and then set it, and then hit record. And as long as I'm not moving, as long as I stay relatively like right here, it won't hunt anymore. So granted, this camera doesn't have a mic input, but again, I'm recording into the Rode Wireless Go, so you can sync the audio later. And I think it looks pretty decent. I mean, I'm looking at the screen right above the lens, and this looks really nice. The colors of this are actually pretty good too. This is a little bit warmer. But it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Now we're going to switch to camera 4. You ready? So this right here, camera 4, this one I actually didn't have time to tweak it that much, the shot. Let me move it a little bit. Yeah, this is my Sony, which for every video that I've done so far where I mentioned this camera, I keep forgetting the name. It's the Sony ZV-1F. Did I get it right? I'll put it down here again. Crap, I keep forgetting the name of this camera. But I got this camera used a year ago, and I've been using it for this little shot right here. I have it on this little arm. So I'm going to show you at the end what this looks like. And the arm that this camera is on, that's kind of where it lives. I have taken this camera on vacation because it takes decent photos. It's a fixed lens. It's a fixed 24mm lens. But this camera can go all the way to 2.8, f2.8. So right now, this is at ISO 100, f2.8, shooting 24 frames. At shutter is at 50. And this, the reason why I kind of like this camera is because of its simplicity, but ironically, the menu system is almost identical to the Sony A7IV. They have very similar menus. But because I'm so used to using it for work at this point, you know, like I'm able to grab this camera and play around with the settings. This camera, however, doesn't have a hot shoot for like a flash. Like I wish it kind of did, because then I would use it more for photos. It's a fixed lens, but you know, it goes wide open to 2.8. It does have a mic input, which is nice, and that's one of the reasons why I got it. And I think the video quality is pretty decent. Now it is not it's contrast based autofocus, so I can see a little square on my eye right now, so it's supposed to be kind of like locking onto me. But I have had moments where it does hunt. This one I have not played with the focus to see if I can have it set it to manual focus. But for the most part, if I'm just using it, just a run and gun little camera, just like a little shot like this, it's pretty good. But now that I have this Olympus, this one right here, I'm pretty happy with having this be my A camera right here, which I did in my last video, and then having this Sony be my B camera, whether if I want a different angle or a top bottom shot, which I did in my previous video, or my previous two videos, which you should check out. And then that way, the Sony over here, I really don't need to take it out of the bag. I mean, unless I really want to shoot something really nice, or if I want to go outside and get some really like cinematic footage and slow it down and do the whole thing, then yeah, I'll grab this one. If I need to do a really nice photo shoot with my family or anything like that, obviously, yeah, I'll grab this one to do that. But for the most part, I've been using this Olympus to just go out and take pictures. And I'm going to do a video coming up soon where I'm gonna go out with the Olympus and the Sony, and I'm gonna try to just kind of use it as like a street photography, just day in a life kind of like photos. I mean, I might just go in the backyard and just kind of get some different types of photos, and so you can see the colors and the background blur and all that stuff, see the bokeh, kind of play around with all that stuff, maybe take a couple of portraits. And I'm gonna try to take the exact same photo, Olympus and Sony, and I'm not going to shoot raw. I'm going to just JPEG right out of the camera, and we'll do a video where we compare that. But in this video, I just wanted to do this, guys. I wanted to show you all four of these cameras, all four of these video shots, and just show you the comparison. And I guess the real reason why I wanted to do this, aside from just curiosity, is, you know, you don't need the greatest thing to get decent video. That's something that I've learned, and I've kind of keep seeing over and over again from other YouTubers and just from my own experience. You don't need the best. You know, you just make the best out of what you have. Like, you know, like I got some cheap colored lights that I'm using to kind of like color the background here. I have this really cheap little softbox that is you know, is my key light here. This is a pretty simple setup that I have. This is like a work in progress. This space, this is like the attic above my garage that I'm slowly turning into a studio and kind of like an office space for myself. But like, you know, it's unfinished. I'm just making the best out of the space. But yeah, I mean, you know, and even this little Samsung NX Mini, like this is really not bad. Like I'm going to experiment with this camera a lot. and try to do some like videos for my wife's channel, Simply Made Fancy. You can subscribe to her as well. She has some really cool DIY, and if you're into DIYing and baking and cooking and all that stuff, she's got some great videos over there that I've helped create for her channel. And in the past, we've used a Canon SL2 for her channel. That and iPhone footage we've used a lot. So I'm curious to see, like, you know, what we can do, and maybe use this camera for some of the stuff, and maybe use this camera for some top-down stuff, or just kind of make it simple, make it easy for her to use and for us to create content. And I guess that's the point. It's just like, make it easy to create content that looks good and have some good audio. You know, and once you have good audio, the visuals can be forgiven a little bit. But anyway, that's it for this video. I didn't want to go too long, but I probably did. And again, these are the cameras that I have right now that I'm experimenting with. Of course, my work camera, the A7IV, my new baby over here, my new travel everyday camera, the Olympus OM5 Mark II. And then I have my little studio camera here, this little Sony that is, it's kind of like a jack of all trades, because it actually takes pretty decent photos as well. It doesn't shoot RAW, it just shoots JPEG, but that's not, it's for just an everyday camera, taking it out and about and getting some decent video. It's not bad. And then this Samsung, which is even older than the Sony. I mean, I'm impressed with the video quality, with the photos. I'm impressed as well. And yeah, so if you want to know more about this Samsung, I did a video where I talked about it. So check that out. And man, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you shoot video on? Like, if you do video, if you like to take photos, but video is also something that you're into, like me, like I consider myself kind of like a hybrid shooter, because I like being able to capture some moments, but also capture them in video form as well. And I like to do this to create content and make videos for you guys. So let me know in the comments below what video content you create if you do that, and what cameras you use for creating video content. Do you use the same camera that you use for photos to do video? Or do you have a separate, different camera? Like, you know, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments below. And please check out some of my other videos that you can see here on this channel. I'm very grateful. I'm so happy because, you know, this channel has grown a lot over the last few weeks, and it's super exciting to see the Micro Four Thirds community really embrace me, because it's been awesome just reading the comments in all my previous videos, just the comments that are being left on there. I love it. It's so encouraging. It's such a blessing. I don't know which camera to look at. But I'm gonna show you what this looks like right now, because this is kind of funny. Look at that. Doesn't that look kind of crazy? I mean, I have like this. Here's the Sony. Here's the Samsung over here. There's the Olympus right there. I'm recording audio directly into the Olympus. That's the one that's capturing the audio. And there's the Sony right there. The poor Sony. I always forget your name. I'm so sorry. But there you go. And there's my little softbox that I have. Don't mind the background. This is like an unfinished attic studio that I have here. And yeah, man, pretty crazy, right? So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.